In the face of this aggression that makes no distinction between us, we are deeply concerned by everything that is happening. We are directly targeted by this potential aggression, and we are absolutely determined to defend ourselves.
We will decide at that time how we should proceed, whether that means direct intervention or a choice not to intervene at all, or by carefully considering the specific details that are most appropriate for the circumstances we find ourselves in at that particular moment. But let me be clear, we are not neutral.
Tensions in the Middle East are climbing once again, and the warning signs are growing louder. Hezbollah's leader, Naim Qassem, says any attack on Iran would also be considered an attack on his group, a move that could ignite the entire region. Speaking in a televised address at a solidarity rally for Iran, Qassem made it clear Hezbollah would not stay on the sidelines if Tehran comes under fire. He warned that a new war on Iran would not remain contained, but would spread far beyond its borders. Qassem said Hezbollah has already been approached through mediators, asked directly whether it would intervene if the United States and Israel went to war with Iran. According to him, the request was simple, a pledge of non-intervention. His response was equally clear. Hezbollah, he said, is not neutral. How the group would act, Qassem added, would be decided by the battlefield and by what it sees as its interests at stake.
Several different entities over the course of the past 2 months have put to us a very clear and quite direct question. If Israel and America were to go to war against Iran, will Hezbollah really intervene in this situation, or will they not? Because they are tasked with obtaining a commitment from the party that it will not interfere and has no involvement. Look at the kind of question they're asking us. So why are they demanding this commitment from us? It's because they need to think about what they're going to do. And the mediators, they told us this directly. They stated it quite explicitly. Israel and America are still in the process of thinking.
Would it be a more advantageous strategic approach to initiate an attack against Hezbollah initially and subsequently target Iran? Or would it be a better course of action to strike Iran first and then Hezbollah?
Or hit the two of them at the same time? So, by all accounts, they've put it in a tight spot, and consequently, they want to see if they can achieve a result by breaking it down. I'm going to give you the answer. In the face of these intricate, overlapping, and quite similar possibilities, and confronted by an aggression that truly makes no distinction whatsoever between any of us, we are deeply concerned by what is happening and are targeted by potential aggression.
And we are determined to defend our position. We will decide at that time how to act, whether to intervene or not, or based on the specific details that are appropriate for the situation at that moment. But we are not neutral.
When someone like Trump or indeed any other individual issues a threat to assassinate a national leader, this action inherently implies a direct threat against millions of citizens, and not just millions, but rather it extends to tens of millions of people. In fact, the implications could reach even further, affecting a population far greater than that.
He's threatening them because he's threatening their leader. This is an issue that we absolutely cannot remain silent about.
It is a shared responsibility that falls upon each and every one of us, stemming from the very core of our faith, our unwavering conviction, and our profound sense of duty to confront this threat. It is our duty to undertake all necessary measures and comprehensive preparations to effectively confront this threat. An assassination, God forbid, would be an assassination of stability and the entire situation in the region and the world due to the vast and widespread presence of devoted believers and ardent supporters of the Supreme Leader. May God prolong his noble life. We are concerned with facing this threat and consider it also aimed at us, and we have every right to do what we deem appropriate to confront this challenge.
Iran has been Hezbollah's main backer since the group's creation in the 1980s, providing funding, weapons, and strategic support. But Hezbollah's position today is more fragile than before. More than a year of hostilities with Israel, which largely ended with a ceasefire in November 2024, significantly weakened the group. Since then, Lebanon's government has begun implementing a plan to disarm Hezbollah fighters, starting in the country's south. Still, the rhetoric is escalating. Hezbollah called on supporters across Lebanon to rally in support of Iran, denouncing what it described as American Zionist threats. In Beirut's southern suburbs, demonstrators waved Iranian and Hezbollah flags, held portraits of Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and chanted anti-American slogans. Qassem also issued a stark warning against any attempt to assassinate Khamenei. He said such a killing would amount to the assassination of stability itself, not just in the region, but globally. Those words follow renewed threats exchanged between Washington and Tehran. Last week, U.S. President Donald Trump said a U.S. armada was heading toward the Gulf as Washington closely monitored Iran following a violent crackdown on protesters. While Trump briefly appeared to step back from military action, he has repeatedly insisted that intervention remains an option. He has also warned that Iran would be wiped off the face of the earth if it ever succeeded in assassinating him. Now, U.S. military pressure is visibly increasing. A naval strike group led by the aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln has deployed to Middle Eastern waters, dramatically boosting American firepower in the region. U.S. Central Command says the carrier strike group is now operating in the Middle East to promote regional security and stability. Iran, meanwhile, says it is ready to strike back if attacked. With warships moving, threats hardening, and militant allies drawing red lines, the region once again stands on edge, as any spark risks setting off a far wider conflict.